Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today we are going to be talking about the F1 Monaco weekend involving the F1 and F2. I forgot to open the page of F2, but I'll do that later. But first we're going to be talking about Azerbaijan. Now I do not know, so none of the support series like F2 and F3 will be in Azerbaijan. It will be just F1. Um, that will be occurring around the June 4th to June 6th. June 4th will be FP1 and FP2. June 5th will be FP3 and qualifying, and June 6th will be the race at Baku. First race since 2019, just like Monaco. So it's great to obviously see Baku back in. Never mind, I just clicked on F2, and F2 will be actually at Baku. So I guess a little bit of a double header then. So free practice will be on Friday. Qualifying will be also on a Friday. The two sprint races, race 1 and 2, will be on a Saturday, and the feature race will be on a Sunday. I just forgot to do that. Anyways, I guess we're here. I guess we'll just do the Monaco results. So let's first start off with FP1. Well, yeah, there's your winners there. But let's first start with FP1. Guang Yu gets the win, followed by Felipe Djokovic and Roy Nissany getting third place. Behind them, Ralph Boschung, Yuri Vips, Dan Ticktum, Thierry Porcher, Oscar Piastri, Liam Lawson, Marcus Armstrong rounding out the top 10, then Gihan Deruvula, David Beckman, Richard Verschoor, Ben Vascal, Liram Zendelli, Jack Aiken, Guillermo Samia, Alessandro Delida. Hey, I think it's like Alessandro or something. And then Marina Sato rounding out the field, I guess. But there's obviously more. Obviously, I'm actually trying to think of all. I'm actually trying to remember all of them. Obviously, there's Robert Schwartzman. I'm trying to remember. Basically, the drivers that you don't see is listed here are basically DNF'd. Just to let you know. Fuck off. Race 2. So just been race 2. That was won by Dan Ticktum. Second place, Oscar Piastri. Then third place, Yuri Vips. Then Thierry Porcher, Ralph Boschung, Richard Verschoor, Liram Zendelli, Gihan Deruvula, Jack Aiken, Robert Schwartzman rounding up the top 10. Then Ben Vascal, Alessandro Delida, Guillermo Samia, Felipe Djokovic, and Guang Yu rounding out the finishers who've actually finished the race and didn't DNF. Obviously, there's more. Just let you know. And then for the feature race, that was won by Thierry Porcher, then Oscar Piastri and Felipe Djokovic rounding out the podium. Then Robert Schwartzman, Guan Yu, Ralph Boschung, Liam Lawson, Yuri Vips, Roy Nissany, Richard Verschoor rounding out the top 10. Then Ben Vishkau, Christian Lundgaard, David Beckman, Marina Sato, Guillermo Samaya. Fuck, I forgot his name. Petkov? I can't remember his actually. I can't remember his first time, which is really, really bad. Alessio Delata, and then Jack Aiken. Just for a little bit of just a little catch up also in the sprint race 2. This was originally won by Liam Lawson, but then he was disqualified at the very end, which caused Dan Ticktum to win the race. So it was originally Liam Lawson. So let's now move on to the standings, and it's still, as you can tell from a bit in the top 3, Guang Yu still in the lead with Oscar Piastri, Thierry Porcher, Dan Ticktum, Liam Lawson, Robert Schwartzman, that rhymes, Felipe Djokovic, Gihan Deruvula, Richard Verschoor, and Yuri Vips rounding out the top 10. Then Ralph Boschung, Christian Lundgaard, David Beckman, Roy Nissany, Marcus Armstrong, Liram Zendelli, Marino Sato, Matteo Nannini, who's not going to be running at all this season in F2, who's being replaced with Jack Aiken, Ben Vishkau, Guillermo Samia, Alessio Delata, and Petkov. I cannot remember his first name was really, really, really bad. I should probably know by now, but I don't. Gianluca Petkov, I think is. I don't know. I'm just gonna call him Petkov because I can't be bothered to figure out his first name. But yeah, so that's the F2 standings. That was very, very embarrassing. Let's now move on to the results for F1, and it was won by Max Verstappen. Oh crap, that is the drivers. Max Verstappen won the race. Carlos Sainz, Lando Norris, Sergio Perez, Sebastian Vettel, Pierre Gasly, Lewis Hamilton, Lance Stroll, Esteban Ocon, and Tino Giovinazzi ran out the top 10. Then Kimi Raikkonen, Daniel Ricciardo, Fernando Alonso, George Russell, Nicholas Latifi, Yuki Tsunoda, Nikita Mazepin, and Mick Schumacher rounding out the finishes. You can't see there. The drivers who DNF were Valtteri Bottas and Charles Leclerc, even though Leclerc actually did not start the race because he had a transmission issue like a couple minutes before the race even started. I think Bottas DNF because of some pit issue, I think, if I remember correctly. But not really great for Leclerc or Bottas, and Leclerc's run of DNFing in Monaco continues as he did not even fucking start his home race, which is terrible. Even after scoring pole position, terrible still. So yeah, which also means that the driver settings have also been changed. Max Verstappen now takes the lead, with only 4 points difference between Lewis Hamilton and Lando Norris, Valtteri Bottas, Sergio Perez, Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, Daniel Ricciardo, Pierre Gasly, and Esteban Ocon round out the top 10. Then Sebastian Vettel, Lance Stroll, Fernando Alonso, Yuki Tsunoda, Antonio Giovinazzi, Kimi Raikkonen, George Russell, Nicholas Latifi, Mick Schumacher, and Nikita Mazepin rounding out the top 20. Now, I think obviously Hamilton obviously has some trouble. I think it was also because of pit issues, pit problems. I think if I remember correctly. I didn't watch the race obviously because it could be fucked. But main thing to come up from this race was that Verstappen won the race. Hamilton actually got fastest lap. Sebastian Vettel got driver of the day. Charles Leclerc crashed out before, like, I think on the way to the grid, if I remember correctly. I actually no, I think it's in the formation. It was something. A couple minutes before the race, on the way to the grid, I guess, with a transmission issue. Even though he also crashed in qualifying, gave him the pole position, was a very Michael Schumacher thing to do, but I don't think it was intentional, obviously. But yeah, so. And Ferrari said that the gearbox was fine and they will start in pole position. I do not think you should have done that in the first place. You should have just replaced the gearbox and just take the five place grid penalty. That would have been a lot better. And at least he could have actually fucking finished the race. So, obviously the next race will be at Baku in Azerbaijan. So that will be the first race. I don't think there's any news I should really talk about. Not really, but yeah, but it's really about it. So obviously the F1 weekend continues. Obviously Baku that will start, well, mainly the race that will start at 16 at 16:00. I think that's, if I remember correctly, in 24-hour time. That would be, I think I actually can't remember what that will be because I'm dumb. I think that's, so I think that is I think that's, no wait, 6 is 18, so that will be 4. I think it'll be 4 o'clock if I remember correctly. Will it? Yeah, but no, not 4 o'clock. 6 o'clock. There you go, 6 o'clock. Wait, is it? I can't fucking remember. But I think it's 6 o'clock if I remember correctly. I'm probably wrong, but yeah. So that's really it for me now. So F2 and F1 will be both racing at Baku. Then in Paul Ricard, God, I hate that place. In Paul Ricard, that will be F3 running it, and I do not want to read it, but I think I have to anyway. So that is it for me now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Catch you guys on next time in the next one. Goodbye.